자, 이제 수상한 걸 확인했으니 하스켈 부자로 가야죠. 그리고 레미가 주술을 알려줬다고 하니까 뭔가 찝찝한 뭔가 있다. 레미라는 친구에게 비밀이 있다.
Governor.
May I help you, Mr. McCraith?
I have to admit, this is an unusual case.
Yes, but have you solved it?
I believe so. But the culprit was not responsible for the plague. At least not directly.
Have you found the witch or have you not?
Someone here has been dabbling in some dark magic. I have the name.
So, what are you waiting for?
나도 이 상황을 전부 파악해 못했어.
I have the name. I don't have the full picture. When I do, I'll act.
Come, you have the name. You have the proof. The matter is simple, is it not?
Not exactly. The name is Lamentation Haskell.
네 아들이야.
No, it can't be. My son is studious. Curious, too curious at times, perhaps. But he does not have a bad bone in his heart.
He showed Caleb Watson a ritual. The cobbler used it and became possessed.
Even if true, it would only mean my son was exposed to corruption. It happened before.
자기 자식이면 인정을 안
Bring
하려고
me
하지.
proof,
잘못하면.
Banisher. Find the real source of evil.
I'll get it. Mark me. I must find your son, Governor. Sooner rather than later.
His interests take him hither and thither. If he isn't here, he must be working on the outskirts. He's been sprucing up one of the abandoned houses there. I ordered them emptied when the sickness hit. Here, take the gate key. Go there. See for yourself. You're wrong about him. You're wrong about my son. Needless to
너는
say
아니?
that I count, of course, on your discretion.
자식을 다 안다고 착각하면 안 되죠. 이거 별거 없구만. 버려진 집을 조사한다.
He was quick to condemn till it was his own son on the block. Who's he really protecting?
We'll bring him the proof he wants. If the boy is guilty, his father may not be able to protect him.
그러니까 아주 발을 못 빼도록 만들어 버리자고. 저긴가 보네. 가는 길이 어딜까?
Hell's balls! What happened here?
Something's emanating from under there.
No wonder this place is off limits.
아하. 포탈 같은 거. 또 너냐? 뚱띵아.
Agent found them.
이 뚱띵아.
This isn't over yet. Make a run for it. Make a run for it.
다 잡았어, 다 잡았어. 걱정하지 마, 다 잡았어, 다 잡았어.
One of these must be Lammy's hideaway.
여기는 아직 못 가니까.
Enjoying your feast of lesser living folk then?
Don't be so loud. The wisps might hear you and come out.
뭐가 있는데?
Lammy, you here?
Can you find a way around the locked door?
역시 쉽게 해결할 리가 없지.
You were studying botany. Why botany?
약초에 관한 책이다. 메스? 의학? 이동할 때는 얘로 이동하는 게 빠른 것 같아요. 이게 넘어가는 거. 어허.
The incisions are clean. The precision of an expert.
There's magic here, though faint.
까마귀?
Perhaps there's a key.
에티안 룰.
Arrowloo. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
He mentioned an old mill. Seemed fascinated by the place.
여기 뭔가 있다. 이쪽으로 가는 길도 있다.
Nothing incriminating.
이곳은 상상보다 더 멋진 곳이다. 룰레 아저씨가 옳다.
Yet.
Remember what we found at Caleb Watson's? Maybe we're not looking in the right place. If I had something to hide, I might hide it in an abandoned mill.
버려진 재분수? 여기 아까 맵에 나왔던 여기까지밖에 안 올라왔는데. 오케이, 알았어. 여기 찾았고, 이쪽. 여기에는 뭐가 있을까? 아하.
Another curse.
나 여기 있나? 재분업자. 처음 보는 거. 재분소가 그 나무 하는 그게 재분소라고 불리죠? 저희?
Wards. I'm going to need a hand here. I can't, Rory.
이거 벽 부실 수 있는 건데? 기다려봐, 찾아볼게.
I know. Move it.
아이고.
Get lost, won't you?
재분업자. 여긴 딴 길인디? 여긴 다음에 오고. 그래서 저 막는 뭐가 있는데 어디 있을까?
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
끝. 인형이 없다. 저주 인형이? 여기 변신 안 된다면서. 아까는 또 됐고. 뭐지?
Wards. I'm going to need a hand
요
here.
근처에 있다는 건데.
Take care. The place is warded.
이거야? 아닌데. 있는데. 없어. 야. 그냥 가져 뭐.
Beware. Wards.
저 위에 아 혹시 이거? 아니 찾아봤는데 내 눈에 안 보임. 이 정도면 열심히 찾았지? 인정하지?
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
없어. 자세히 알아보고 와. 네, 없는데 안 보이는데 시간 이렇게 오래 끌
Beware
필요가 없어.
wards.
여기도 여기 있네. 이렇게.
Picking up.
Call on me.
인형 때문에 안 돼. 아, 와.
Throwing a tantrum, are we?
와우, 겁나 센디?
Much better.
역시. 농부처럼 생긴 애들 엄청 무서워요. 막 연속 공격 막 해요. 그 경직 중에는 순간이동으로 회피가 안 돼서 연속으로 맞을 수 있기 때문에 굉장히 조심해야 된다. 또 저기 있구만. 음악이 끊겼어. 무언가 고조되고 있다. 여기서 오는 길 있고. 오래된 재분소 발견. 캠프다.
Looks derelict. Is he really inside? I need to stop at some point. He would
그래.
be right.
가끔은 쉬기도 해야지. 우리 너무 열심히 일했어. 장비 업그레이드 할 수 있는 게 없네요. 없으면은 굳이 더 있을 필요 없고.
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
또 유령부죠? 아니, 부정 만들기가 쉽나봐.
I am warded. I cannot.
일단 부적을 찾아야 더 진행이 될 것 같아요.
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
너도 어디에 있다라고 좀 찾아봐. 여기
I'm
있구만.
with you once more. I love doing that.
Oh, there.
응? 카메라 자동으로 돌아갔는데?
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here.
자, 열어. 오케이. 중요한 건 딱히 없어 보이고.
What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
가마오. 강령술 같은 거 한 거 같은데요.
Is this one familiar to you?
Yes. In this book, you'll find the ritual of the Lesser Palingenesis.
I guess no one warned Lammy that grimy reincarnation rituals were not without risk.
이제서는 못 기다린다. 아버지가 설교를 하거나 마을 행정을 등가 앉았다 됐다는데 이 말을 구할 수 없지 않은가. 덕분에 내가 비밀의 가기를 부끄러운 일이다. 아버지가 하지 않으시면 내가 그런
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
힘을 얻으려 했던 건가.
Did he seek power? Was he hoping to step out of his father's shadow?
If he did, he went the wrong way about it.
완성되지 않아.
More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful.
네. 자기 아빠가 계속 몸을 사리니까 자기라도 뭔가 해야 된다겠다. 그 느낌으로 뭔가 한 것 같죠. 첫 번째가 세 번째 표식을 섞은 그림. 뭔가 열심히 연구를 했나 보구만. 부활
Looks like Lammy was trying his hand at translating the ritual into common English.
This is poor work, as we suspected. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
그래. 공허에 대한 연구. 똑똑한 친구였네. 아하. 여기는 올라가는 길이 아니구만. 응? 뭐야, 여기 또 뭐가 있네? 아하. 여기 뭐 반짝였던 것 같은데.
This place has been a veritable Aladdin's cave of madness and horror.
It's an abandoned mill, Antea. It's no Versailles.
뭔가 이상한 소리가 계속 나죠.
Red, come look.
아, 켈레의 부적. 분노 끈기. 발현 영역 소량이 인티아가 받는 피해가 증가합니다. 지금 형을 가득하게 이게 괜찮은데 딱 바꿔줄 건 아니죠?
No crank. Great.
금세 내 존재를 감시했다.
Why did he feel like he needed so much protection? More magic mockery. He wished to disguise his presence, or perhaps to distract from it.
그런가 보다. 아, 이거를 넣어야 된다.
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex? That book. Again.
So these cultists used the Agrippa for their rituals.
That sounds bad. How bad?
Very bad. In search of eternal life, they fell into a trap. This book. Now, for their hubris, they served the void. They became a sorrow.
A crank. Good.
그날이 왔다. 내가 안토는 따로 일어날 게 많은 거다. 그 영생에 집착을 많이 했군.
The lift should work now. All this is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive. Not just because we're going underground.
The sorrow won't welcome us.
What around here does.
풍차에 또 지하로 가는 길이 있었고,
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all.
Creeping ivy up ahead.
여기도 뭐가 있네. 더 내려가야 되나봐요. 진짜 복잡하구만.
I can help.
가만있어.
Stand fast. It's almost done.
우두머리다.
Die, you bastard!
It's coming for you.
뭐야. 뭐 어떻게 된겨.
Trouble's about.
야.
This won't do. Strike down the pillars.
아니,
Hogging all the fun.
여기 있다. 찾았다.
Blasted pest. Focus on the pillars around us.
하나 더 있어? 아이고. 하나 또 어딨어, 기둥. 기둥 찾아, 기둥. 이건데. 이거 안 부셔진다, 이거. 아, 이거 기둥이 아니구나. 나 저 안에 기둥이 있는 줄. 하나가 안 보여. 친구야.
I see them.
이거? 이거 안 되잖아, 지금. 아.
Let's end this.
우와! 아, 맞다. 여기서 얘 피 채워지지.
Strong enough. When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You
힘들었다.
know you would. Red, Come look.
예? 왜? 이거?
Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrel's vigilance?
So, here we are.
They wanted immortality. They got it.
The trade isn't fair. Guess that's the point. Now let's go before I change my mind.
자, 이제 공허로 들어가야 돼요. 굉장히 좀... 나 잘못했다.
You are sent back.
아니야. 잘못했어, 내가. 잘못 눌렀어.
Did I just do the wrong ritual?
공허진이.
Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lemmy can't be far.
Something has me. Wards.
또 부적이야? 그래.
Wards work well enough. He didn't need to kill so many bots.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them back when he was done. Ghost ward.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
I'm back.
At long last.
Beware. Wards.
근데 안 부셔야 되는 것도 있지 않을까? 다 부셔야 되나?
Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
뭘 못 봐. 다 죽여야지. 예, 다 경험치요. 응?
Ask for help if you need it.
야. 다. 저렇게 귀신들을 유인하는구나. 나 저거 아이템인 줄 알았는데. 아니었네. 좀 많다, 여기는.
Destroy those ghost wards if you want me back.
Careful now.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
저기는 애들이 너무 많아서 싸우기 무섭네요. 제대로 볼 수 없구나.
creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased. Maybe I should search some more. This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
저희 안에서 있었구만.
So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
공허를 은시처로 쓰다니.
As hiding places go, the void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Oh, plane? World? The Araloo is not easily described, but it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
네 진짜 정체가
You
뭐지?
see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
누구에게 배웠지?
You did not find the void breach beneath the mill by accident. You had help. Who taught you?
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
I'd rather not involve those not present. Discretion, you understand.
네 목숨이 위험한 일이야.
We find you up to your neck in the blackest magic, speechifying about your transcendent journey. Your life is on the line, Lammy.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye. I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them. The very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
악마학 연구.
You've studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in secret. Those big books were very boring until they were forbidden. Suddenly I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
Who was your father's friend?
An itinerant Frenchman who often visited New Eden in recent years.
떠돌이
He called
프랑스.
himself a true pursuer. As a thinker, he was prolific and profound. My father was so proud to be included in his discourse. For him, knowledge is the ladder to greatness, and greatness is the prize. To me, knowledge is itself the prize.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
너는 케일럽의 슬픔을 기회로 이용했어.
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Oh, you know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettesheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating.
연구 때문에 네가 위험해질 수
Are
있어.
you aware of what would happen if people learnt of your studies?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Do you remember Deborah?
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course, I remember.
Your father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Arrowlew taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
아랄루에 대해 묻는다.
By the Arrowlew, do you mean the void?
Neither name does it justice. This place is beyond words. The Arrowlew, Mr. McCraith, is made of the very fabric of our primordial myths. Isn't it amazing?
How can you be sure the void has tainted the region?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Arrowlew. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
You've based all this on a peculiar smell.
Well, not only that, also observation, experience, elimination of other possibilities. As a banisher, you surely understand that the limits of our perception far exceed the bounds of our normal attention. As a scientist, it's important to look closer, the better to understand what the Arrowlew is really made of. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Arrowlew is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you?
Let's go take a close.
And with that sorrow got, do be careful. My home is your home. If you need...
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy.
아버지의 잘못을 바로잡기 위해 연구를 하고 있었다.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte. Could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just... You're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating. How may I help you?
그만 말해.
And with... Do be careful.
The Araloo.
넌 집에 가.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
그는 위험해.
The more powerful the loose cannon,
그렇지.
the more dangerous it is.
점점 위험한 것에 발을 담겠지.
I can't smell the stench Lammy spoke of, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find out.
빛이 나가도 되는 거야?
God! I need a wee bit of help here.
얘로 넘어가야겠구나.
Ugh. Lammy was right. This stuff means business. Take care. The place is warded.
그래? 어디 있을까? 보죠.
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
내려 찾고 있어. 저기 있네. 여기선 안 보이나 보네. 너무 멀어. 아, 여기 있었구나.
Much better.
길이 어디요? 내려가는 데가 따로 있나? 없는데?
I think a way to pass could be near.
아, 여기 있구나.
They never learn, do they?
Raging Vandal. This is gonna be good.
Look to me.
별거 아니구만.
Oozes through the breach. Suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side.
가볼까요? 여긴 어디야? 아, 아하.
Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate too. Who goes there?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you... bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
이거 참 난리구나. 시끄러 이놈아.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs.
차원 주먹공 분노 끈기.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Might be enough to make you angry.
그들 까불게. 은 하나? 꼴랑? 얘가 반짝반짝이었던 거 있던 거 같은데. 리넨. 가기 전에 잠시 진화를 좀 하고 가는 게 좋을 것 같은데. 직후 NT로 전화하면 뒤에 공격력이 없어? 아씨, 없구나.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
The Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze.
Obviously. Look around you.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well,
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
생사람을 마녀로.
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
We Highland kiss for you.
아이씨. 우와.
Hogging all the fun.
아, 이쪽으로 못 가는 거였어?
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
상자.
I love doing that. Change tack.
This bite's not easily chewed.
아유.
Get lost, won't you?
잠시만요. 저 그림자는 뭐지, 진짜? 호호.
Something has me. wards.
기다려봐, 찾아볼게. 이거 아니야?
Better.
응.
You're welcome.
Now
있는 거
let's
아니야?
inspect the body.
이런 길이 돼 있구만. 뭘로 가야 되냐 근데?
Still impressive. Expected no less from you, Mrs. Gibbs.
아, 클레멘시기트. 주먹맛 좀 못 쳐?
This isn't over yet.
우와! 야야야야! 와! 뭐야 너? 오. 야 이게 안 닿네? 어우야.
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
야, 세다이? 총독이 주술을 사용하는 마당에 주님께서 우리 도와주시긴 큰일났다. 그 집 아들 이교도 토템을 두었다.
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden Town with the governor.
That's not what the woman they accused was saying.
The Gibbs are not at home to rational explanations.
저게 뭐가 있긴 하네요.
Shall we?
아이 지름길이야? 이젠 온 김에 회복하고 가자. 온 김에 회복하고 가자이. 진짜 오랜만에 쉰다. 머리 아프지? 가자. 아, 난 또 뭔 길이 있는 줄 알았더니만 지름길이었어. 뭔가 여기서 이동하라는 거 같은데.
This one is incomplete.
불안정하다고?
The spot can't be far.
이제 안 불안정하지?
See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
아예 못 지나가는구나.
Change tack. Over there.
Elusive little buggers. More efficient than cannon powder.
그래.
Try this on for size.
I think I heard the sound of a gun cocking.
여기서 총을 쏘려고 그래.
This one's protected.
금방지기. 총을 쏠려. 나도 잘 안 쏘는데 총을. 쏠 줄 몰라서 그런 거 아니고. 에임이 좋지 못해서 꼭 필요할 때만 쓰죠. 이건 생명력 올려주나? 점쟁이.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
Find a way around then.
야, 너네 왜 이렇게 나 무섭게 지켜보고 있냐? 여기구만.
Wards, you're on your own.
Were those echoes we're hearing, or the shadows speaking?
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first?
쓰면 내려가잖아. 아하.
The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Watch out! Spectre possession!
You're done.
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse!
돈 넘어가네요.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source.
아, 저 확인하고 갔어야 됐다.
Shall we?
그쵸. 하나 모자라. 모자란 거 저기서 받을 수 있는데 저게 어디냐?
Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back. I can't, Rory.
여기를 파괴해야 되는 것 같은데. 아하.
I'm back.
Long last.
I love doing that.
그러게. 요렇게구만. 이러면 인형을 다 받았고 바로 절로는 못 가겠죠, 당연히. 길을 무진장 돌아가야 되는구나. 점프. 확실히 빠르구만. 조사.
Another curse.
해방.
Unclean spirit, leave now.
뭘까요? 아이템. 죽음의 모. 지혜 끈기. 세 번째 주먹 공격이 발현 재사용 시간은 5초 감소. 지혜 끈기. 이게 더 나을지도? 가자. 여기로 지나가는 거겠죠?
This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off.
왜 갑자기 둘이
Someone came through here,
싸우려고
someone
그래요?
real, not just their shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
싸우지
This is
마.
God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
마녀 사냥의 주범들.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Get back up.
Think you could take on a ghost? Ready and waiting.
아이고. 타이밍은 맞았던 것 같은데. 막내통은.
Marcin left.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Obake liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them. We can't leave yet.
왜?
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
어떻게 내려가야 되지?
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
뭐야, 여기가 길이 맞았잖아. 근데 왜 아직 들어가면 안 돼? 이러고 있었던 거야. 이씨, 사람 헷갈리게 하고 있어. 업그레이드. 띠용. 아기 예침 전부 꽤 많이 필요하네요.
Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down?
양동이? 어디? 아.
A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near. A strong memory clings to this place.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
How dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
제 아들이 듣고 있었구나.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
재판에 관여한 사실을 숨기려
Hiding the
했겠지.
evidence perhaps of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Asco must have feared the
근데 아직도 불이
suspicious mob.
들어오는데요? 왠지 엄청난 적과 전투할 것 같은 그런 느낌. 가기 전에 잠깐 세수 좀 하고 오겠습니다. 오케이, 가보자. 뭐가 나오는지 보자.
Ah, this can't be
깃털.
good.
뭐가 나올까? 에? 뭐야?
Who are you?
If we speak, so you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
이게 마녀사냥 재현되는 건가?
Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embrace one.
The charges? Cowardice, oath-breaking, deception. The verdict? Guilty. The sentence? Pain hereafter.
나는 진실만을 추구한다.
I only seek the truth. Bloody hell. Is that me?
와우. 야, 너 뭐야?
What the hell just came out of that shit?
It's working. Keep at it. Getting rid of that ooze should weaken the shadows.
아. 뭐야? 뭐 어떻게 하라고? 위치가 있나 보네. 이렇게 해서 3번을 이겨야 된다. 이번에 MTR로 깨야 되나? 내가 원하는 게 아니야.
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become.
오.
You won't do that again. Nobody deserves to feel like an outsider. Let me.
우. 아유.
This thing is mine.
아이고야.
Your strikes do nothing.
알아. 그래서 이거 채우려고 한 거 아니야.
Yeah?
나 벌써 물약 2개 썼는데. 엔티아는 도우려다 죽었어.
Died to help New Eden, and still we fight this curse.
What more do you want from us?
아와 씨. 야야야야, 이건 좀 너무하지 않니? 야.
I'll take care of this thing.
알아. 안다니까. 가만있어 봐. 야, 이씨. 이야, 명사수다.
Her name.
아, 빠르다.
Oh, this can't be good.
I only seek the truth.
Truth is a poison. Poison will end you.
Is that me? Is that cheap trick?
아,
What the hell just came out of that shit?
It's working. Keep at it.
아유, 미쳤는데.
That's enough.
추방.
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become.
야, 씨, 이거만.
This
야,
vex me.
서로 생각하는 게 똑같았어.
Your strikes do nothing.
알아.
Yeah? Well, I rebuke his. I'll take care of this thing. Not gonna stay down. I need to be the one to face it.
아, 내가 먼저 터뜨렸어야 되는데.
Rolling again, huh?
들어와. 내가 언제 도프로써 구라 뻥쟁아. 못된 놈들이 이거?
Antea died to help New Eden. And still we fight this curse.
What more do you want from us?
우와. 우야야야야. 제법이야.
Your strikes do nothing. Damn you. Her name is Deborah.
I think this one is mine.
This thing is mine.
아우 씨. 뭐야, 또 안 돼. 아. 야, 이번 거 좀 힘들었다. 에?
We have passed judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
다행히 다 사라졌구나, 진액이. 축복받은 복장. 하스케 총독이 돼보라. 사양해줘. 야, 씨, 못된 놈들. 저거, 응? 틱. 재사용 대기 중인 발현 하나당 근접 공격 매출. 아하. 힘지 끈기. 재사용된 중에 발현하다. 20% 최대? 이거라도 입을까? 오, 좀 멋있다잉. 근데 이게 그냥 공격력보다 이게 낫겠죠? 일단 뭐야, 인장도 있네. 활력 끈기. 주먹 공격으로 적을 처치하면 다음에 받는 아예 별로다. 이게 낫다.
Can we please get out of here?
그래, 나가자 이제. 여기 좀 지겨웠다. 징그럽고. 막 우리 못살게 굴고 우리 되게 착한 일 많이 했는데 애들 너무 나빴어. 근데 어떻게 나가? 여기 맞아? 나 그냥 보이는
That
대로.
was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
말문이 막히더고.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name.
그래,
The mythical infamy. I've only read about them.
마녀
They're so
사냥으로.
rare. Most think them a myth.
억울해서는 하스게일이 비겁해.
Haskell's cowardice is to blame. To save his own ass, he condemned a woman he knew to be innocent.
그치.
And so a terrible ghost was born.
겁쟁이야,
And
겁쟁이.
sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
That down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too. That infamy really got to us.
Years of
인펌이라는 게 이제 뭔가
anger coursed through me.
사람 집착하게 만드는
And now
뭔가
I
그런
can't
게
even
있나
remember
봐요.
why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy
그래서
does.
둘이서 서로
It's
사이가
all
잠깐 안 좋았던 것
we're
같기도
here.
하고.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once one thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good. His latest
야,
sermon.
벌써 이거 다
We
지었어?
haven't missed it.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
그러니까 내가 왔다.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll
아니,
give me
넌
just a moment.
지도자의 자격이
It's quite
없어.
the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye, There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
한 여자애겠지.
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. The devil walks among us, they said, and you must save us, or we will find someone who will. This governor knew he could not save them, but he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. McCraith. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
당신은 오만한 겁쟁이요.
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract. I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was, then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it? Belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
와, 난 진짜 얘 희생시키고 싶거든요? 근데 그렇다고 똑같은 사람이 되고 싶진 않은 것 같아. 그렇다고 면책은 아닌데 얘는 추방해야 되지 않나? 아우씨.
You say your flock forced your hand. For the greater good, you say you indulged their bloodlust. I believe you did it. I don't believe your motive. You delighted in your magical witch hunt, your trivial rituals. You thought you'd be lauded for your humility and skill. But you have neither. Now all around you crumbles. Yet still you state your claim as the rightful protector of the people of New Eden. I have found the culprit, the devil worshipper, the source of the evil that has befallen your community. Sorry, son.
You're having a laugh.
Can't be.
That don't. My son, a witch? You mock us, sir. Present proof or retract your ridiculous accusation.
Now you need proof. For years, Lammy studied your precious library of the Forbidden. But he outdid his father. He learned. 'Twas Lammy who taught Caleb Watson the dark ritual that brought his beloved wife back from the dead.
I was trying to help. I did nothing wrong.
No. Lord have mercy.
For shame.
The boy was always strange.
No. No, Lammy is a good boy. I won't have it.
Easy, Governor. Your son's intentions were sound, and his mistakes, grave as they were, did not poison the well.
Forgive me for swearing in the meeting house, but this is a blooming farce.
Have I ever failed you? In evil times, have we not endured? Have I not protected you?
Fooled by his own flesh. How could he be so blind?
제가 마녀 사냥당한
Have faith.
친구구나.
The Banisher has lifted the curse. Brighter days are here.
죽방이라도 한 대 때려줘라.
I knew you were trouble. You and your lady. Look what you've done.
Don't push your luck, Haskell. I've given you a shot at redemption. It's more than you gave Deborah.
Damn you, Banisher.
쓰레기네. 죽일 걸 그랬나?
Paid in consideration of a curse lifted. All rights defended now and hereafter. I look forward to never seeing you again.
Don't count on it. The work's not done.
I hate this place. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
그래. 떠나자 여기. 나도 여기 좀 싫다. 에휴.
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can. Aren't you angry?
I'm what? Disgusted. This region is doomed. I know it in my bones.
There's no shortage of suffering around here.
Haskell saw to that when he ordered Deborah's execution. I know that we're together, and it makes us strong, but I'm still wary.
자신을 잃지 마.
Don't lose yourself. You've done far more than I could ever have asked.
I'll do what it takes, and gladly. You need not ask it.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, the stronger I feel. My senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were a part of me. I understand her anger. I feel her rage and can't help but relate to it. But that anger of mine, that fear, I thought when I left home, I'd left them behind.
Past is the past. You still get to choose your future. Times like this, old wounds can ache. Seems normal.
It's more than that. My past casts a growing shadow upon my heart. So much so that the sister I thought was gone for good seems to be winding her way back to me.
Your sister, Naomi Day, wasn't it?
No. As a child, before I left Cuba, I had a friend. I chose to call her my sister. That night, the night I died, I dreamed of her. I dreamed of Calendre.
Are you sure it was a dream? Is that why you left the schoolhouse without me?
Yes. It must have been a dream. She wasn't there. I mean, how could she have been there? But I heard her voice. I'd swear on it. How could that be?
The nightmare, perhaps?
I don't think so. The nightmare felt close. This felt like it came from further away. As if from a different realm of being altogether.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think she said we were family. Never to be divided.
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's tearing us apart.
Death has already torn us apart.
I hate this is where we are. I hate that I'll have to say goodbye. But for now, I'll do everything in my power to catch you.
This is how we win. Thank you for being the kindest soul I've ever met.
Thank you for being the bravest.
새로운 스킬 트리가 개방이 됐구만. 참 멀쩡한 스토리가 없는 게임이다. 저 까마귀 뭐야? 까마귀 뭐요? 까막씨?
Ceridian?
What do you mean, Ceridian?
Ceridian, what's wrong? I don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
Okay.
You understand that? But it's a bird.
It's Ceridian, by way of the invisible, speaking through the crow.
Pity it doesn't work both ways. Imagine having a conversation with someone far away. Can you feel it? I have goosebumps.
The veil is
This isn't good.
uneasy. Me too.
닫혀있다. 어떻게 된겨? 이쪽 길 아닌데? 저 여기도 막혀있고 저기도 막혀있어. 우리 마녀님이 어딘가 무슨 일이 생겼나봐요. 큰일 났죠. 이거 아직 안 되는데? 아니야, 길이 없어. 쉣. 어떻게 하라고 나오고. 안 되는데.
If I bruise the bud so the specters inside show themselves, you could shoot them. Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
컨트롤 킬러가 엔딩 속박하고 해제했을 때 이렇게 하면 삭스의 승리 위스프가 레드가 모든 위스프를 파괴하면 기승. 어허. 아하, 이제 이거 제거할 수 있는 스킬이 생겼구나. 오케이.
We can get to that ivy from the other side. The wards have weakened.
Ceridian's power wanes.
마녀님 기다려.
Nobody's home. I can feel it.
무슨 일이 있었던 거야? 까마귀가 엄청 많은데.
Oh there! Where could they be?
아무도 없어. 그 까마귀를 따라가면 되나?
If I bruise the bud so the specters inside show themselves, you could shoot them. Once freed, the ivy should quickly wither.
No, I don't just fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
여기 길이 아니구나. 까마귀를 한번 따라가 볼게요.
They flock to that great tree up there.
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind.
그놈 왔나 보구만.
Go or stay. To prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me.
왔구만. 장군.
You're too late, old mosshead, as ever.
내가 가서 죽일게.
Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
이거. 재밌을 것 같구만. 오, 좀 센데. 오. 으아! 동작이 크구만. 그렇지. 어. 오.
Soldiers, bring me her hair.
Your funeral.
나도 좀 성장했다고.
Handle this. Take armed soldiers attack.
와우, 좀 많다.
Nothing, child.
맞냐? 이게 스플래시 데미지야.
You shall atone. Wait.
Leave her alone!
오. 오, 야, 이거 못 피하는 거. 아야야야. 야야야. 뒤로 빠져 빠르게.
Try this sword.
Nothing, child. Is on my side.
오.
Hogging all the fun.
I'll get you it. I'll get you all. You should listen to your elders, child. Is mine!
Over my dead body, Mossad!
Standing by.
오케이. 잡았다. 좀 빡셌다.
Old Mossad is no more. He'll never drink from your skull now, will he? Another ancient promise broken. But what about me? How do I live now? You were all I ever had, and all I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn. A pity. Farewell, then.
싸게 피는데?
She took me in when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
What will become of Seiko now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
If she has regrets, she must tame them.
Grief knows no rule book.
I remember Aoife's wake. Friends and neighbours came from miles around. We stood and watched over for a day and a night. There was food and drink, song and dance. We honoured and rejoiced in the life she'd led, short as it was. I did not have a wake when my father died. Nor my mother, nor Blair or Anik. But we were running from our enemies and barely had time to bury them. It was as if their deaths hadn't happened.
당신 가족들이
What if your family can never properly say goodbye? Never see your grave?
Mourning customs are social rituals. My family knows how I feel about these things. We know better. As long as my body is free of the nightmare, that is all that matters. I'll be all right.
Aye. You'll be all right. What about me? What about me when you are truly gone? Who am I without you? I never wanted to know. When I woke in that cave, I felt like I'd lost everything. I feel like I lost everything.
I'm still here.
For now. I'm so afraid when you won't be anymore.
I'm afraid too. Afraid to leave you behind. Afraid to journey on.
I had such plans. We'd live such wonders together. Just... I wanted more time.
So did I. But we are together now. One last great adventure.
Aye. That's something. I miss the warmth of your skin. So much.
And I yours.
Are we sure about what we're doing? Are you sure this is what you want?
We've made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Aye. But also Seeker's grief. I could have you back. I long for it. It pains me.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, Mother. This is it.
승천. 죽은 자는 편하게 쉬어야죠.
We may be tempted.
힘들어도
We must not succumb.
Banishers will remain.
솔직히 아까 못된
Vanishers.
못된 놈 보고 혹 하긴 했는데 그래도
Aye, Mother. To the end.
다른 사람들 희생하면서까지 부활은 좀 너무할 것 같아서 이렇게 가야 될 것 같아요.
Spared by the Banishers, but his undoing complete. Mr. Fairfax Haskell must live with his sins. Their governor rode the pendulum from pinnacle to pit. The shaken faithful must turn once again to the Lord. This new quest for purity may end like the last, in injustice and misery. But to whom will they listen? Can they be stopped before it's too late?
뉴 에덴의 새로운 유령 사건이 발생했습니다. 여러 가지 유령 사건들이 많이 발생했다고 하는데 우리는 일단은 지금 여기 사냥꾼의 야영지에도 지금 일이 생겼다고 하거든요. 어차피 가야 될 곳도 있고 하니까. 그래서 사냥꾼 야영지를 먼저 가서 무슨 일이 있었는지 확인을 해볼게요. 그 자매끼리 싸워서 결국 갈라졌다 라고 하는데 뭔 일이 일어났길래?
What are you doing here? I don't believe it. You're back. Why?
Good day to you too, Thickskin. How do things stand since last I saw you?
Would it please you to hear all is well and you are the author of it? Well, all is not well, and yes, you are the author of it. Kate is gone.
Where? Why?
We had an argument. Harsh words were spoken. She left for the woods. I would have you bring her back. I don't have time to go chasing after her.
What makes you think I do?
You will do me this favour. After all, the situation is at least in part your fault.
네가 잘못했으니까 그런 거지. 네가
My fault.
뻘짓만 안
If your
했어도.
bond with your sister is broken, I suggest you look closer to home.
All was well with us
이거
before you
남탓해.
came, Banisher, and now it is not. Folk worry. I must settle them with Kate's return.
They still don't know what you did, do they?
She's probably gone to the hunting lodge she likes to spend time in, near the road to Boston. Find her, bring her to her senses, then send her back here. Send her home.
주둥 아래 꼭 매버리고 싶네.
What's the word?
Word on. After you travelled days past... I don't bloody know.
Well then.
저 인성 쓰레기.
A camp. Recent. Kate's, maybe.
Wolfpack. No blood though.
She did drop her notebook.
She writes really well. There's emotion in every word. I'm jealous. Writing's good when you struggle to express your feelings.
Red McWraith, you express altogether too many feelings already.
Aye, but you like that about me. Right, let's find Kate and get her talking. Did she leave without supplies?
If she did, she can't have gone far.
이게 뭔가 잡혀간 거 아니야?
She's here.
Yeah.
Banisher? How did you find...
Thickskin said I might find you here.
I don't want...
당신 일기를 찾았어.
I found.
How?
I did. Come on. It'll be all right.
I don't want to care. I don't want to care for them. I don't want to care for Thickskin.
Aye, but you do. And you can.
I'll go. When I'm ready, I'll return.
All right.
그렇게 간다고 그냥? 그래.
Have you found?
Did Thickskin merit her second chance? We're about to find.
Kate is safe. On one condition. She also wants the story told. People must know the truth.
What truth?
The truth about why the second group died in the woods. That truth.
Kate can tell whatever stories she wishes. I care not what people think of me. But all the same, I'll thank you for my sister's safe return.
What's your plan now, if you have one?
I'll pack my things, go into the wild, alone. Better that way, for me, for everyone.
Alone?
Aye, I'm better alone. I survive, Banisher. That's what I do. I survive.
What's the word?
The word on what?
How go?
After you travelled on, days passed it, and then?
Goodbye, Thickskin.
결국 이 친구가 떠나는가 봐요. 그렇게 됐구나. 오케이. 일단은 당분간 여기 퀘스트들을 좀 파밍도 좀 하고 하는 방향으로 해서 그 후에 좀 메인 퀘스트 좀 진행을 해보도록 하겠습니다. 굉장히 많아가지고 그래서 진행해보도록 할게요.